My name is Jez Hall. I work for PB Partners, which is a social enterprise that supports local authorities and community groups with developing participatory budgeting programs. At the moment, what I'm going to do is PB started in Brazil, which is obviously a long way from Ayrshire. In the 1980s, there was a sort of a renewal of democracy and lots of demands from communities for investments and very little money. So in that sort of quite difficult space, they came up with this idea of participatory budgeting, which is fundamentally getting as many people involved as in the conversation as possible. And that's really, to me, what participatory budgeting is about. It's a place for people to come together and demonstrate there's a positive, active and interested community where they live.
Could you tell us who you're here representing?
Today I'm the Secretary of Moorland Bowling Club, and I'm here to represent the bowling club with our regards of getting some funding. Next year's our 150th anniversary. I'm looking to do some modernisation to our clubhouse. That's part of the coming here today, is to try and get some funding towards the lawnmower and to assist with the old clubhouse, which is 150 years old and in dire need of some repair.
We're here representing local young farmers, and we've applied for money to support our annual variety concert, which we have in January of each year. So that's where we're hoping to put the money towards costumes and scenery, because it's always a very big expense for us, so any money that we could get would be a big help for our concert to make it a success.
Can everyone hear me? Right, here we go. 3 minutes.
Listening.
Getting up on stage and showing everyone what they can do.
This is Sunday the 5th of June. Just testing to see you listening.
If you duck from the shuttle and bellowing cheers, and your partner's a mile away tying his shoes, then this is the club for you.
So again, get voting people.
Now something we need, and I hope you'll agree, is for you to say cheers to our new cup of tea.
We have heard from 20 groups this morning. It's been fantastic. A whole range of different community projects going on, and we're just at the exciting part where the people choose the projects that they would prefer to see the funding going to.
It's absolutely fantastic. It's a really good process. Everybody has done really well putting their opinions over what they essentially require, and I just hope everybody is successful.
Well, it's a new concept, certainly a new concept for Burns Bairns, but it's an ideal way in which to engage with the community, tell them what you're about, because not everyone will know what your group's about. So that was a good experience for me today to sort of promote our organisation.
Well, it was like when we were walking up on that stage, just
think my knees start shaking there. And just seeing how, like in the community, like how much everybody needs like a hand, everybody needs some money.
I don't realise there's so many different clubs either. Like there's so many different people, like you say, who need help, who need funding, and it's definitely a great cause.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. So, the first one who was successful in being awarded funding is the Beach Grove Park Regeneration. And you come up and you get presented with your cheque. The next one is Nursery Outdoor, the Scouts, Mauchline Summer Project, the Curling Club, Building Ambition, After School Activities, Carols by Candlelight, the Heritage Project, the Bowling Club, the Local Directory Group, the Off-Peak Badminton, Mauchline United, the Young Farmers, the Angling Club, the Social Group.
We have just been funded and won £725 and yeah, we're very happy, thank you.
It's been an absolutely fantastic day. There's been lots of things we have learned what goes on in the village, because there's even things I didn't know, and I'm born and bred in Mauchline.
And as for today, I can only say it has really been quite an eye-opener. We've thoroughly enjoyed our day, we've enjoyed listening to presentations, and I think the one thing I can say about today is came along feeling a little bit in dread of what was going to be, I thought, a long afternoon, to find it actually has been the most enjoyable afternoon, and we have thoroughly enjoyed being part of Mauchline Matters.
Thank you very much, and a round of applause to you for your hard work.
Representing the Mills Gala Committee today. I'm a wee bit nervous, but I'll be alright. I can talk for Scotland, so I can. So I've even had the kids timing me. Right, can I do that in that 3 minutes? They're like, aye. My son's like, Mum, just slow down a wee bit. That was 2 minutes 49 seconds, so just slow down.
We are representing PALS, Players on Little Stars drama group.
We are hopeful because we don't take any contribution from the children on an ongoing basis, so we have no funds, and to get help with some funding would allow us to buy some equipment that we ordinarily won't be able to afford to buy.
This event is great. It's a great way to bring all the Valley together. It's a great way to hear about different Valley projects. Slightly apprehensive about standing up on the stage and doing my 3-minute bit, but it'll be fine. It'll be one of those, as the saying goes, it'll be all right on the night, or in this case, the afternoon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
I think there's been a real buzz in the hall. I think it's been a really good turnout. We've had people from both towns here. We've had a lot of different groups presenting, and I think it's just been fantastic to see people engaging with each other and in the community in the wider sense.
I think it's been a really interesting day. I was a bit perturbed at the idea of being 12 till 4. It seemed it's going to be a really long day, but actually listening to all the other projects has been really interesting, because I've learned so much more about other things that are going on.
And this is a real opportunity for the groups to come together to present to their communities about their projects, but not all will be successful, because that's about the community voting. But what we have said is our community investment team in East Ayrshire will work with them to identify other funding that may be able to take their project forward. It's been a very stressful process at times, but I have loved the outcome of the communities coming together and the fun and embracing the whole approach, and I'm hoping it will have many more of these days.
Right, we come to the real event now. The first successful application was made on behalf of the coffee pot for £175. Darrell Beavers.
Great presentations, everyone deserving of some funding. Unfortunately, as usual, not enough, but hey, there's always next time.
10% cut, Darrell Primary School.
I think it's been a good process to go through. It's been rewarding for everybody, giving everybody an opportunity to get some funding for their particular project.
We've had a delightful day. It was so unexpected. We didn't know what to expect, but it has been lovely.
Great event, well organised. I think the money was spread out between the Mills and Darrell quite evenly, I believe. And I think, yes, most people, successful or not, would do it again.
I thought the process was great. It was very open, very transparent. Great way to do things. So sorry for those who didn't get anything, but we all learned from the process. It was transparently fair, completely open, and it's absolutely great for the Valley. It involves so many people, so many groups, and that has to be a bonus.
I think the main benefit is building social capital in communities. Social capital is a bit of a funny term, but what it basically means, the sort of relationships, the knowledge, the trust between different members of the community. So by becoming involved in the PB process, people start to explore with others different approaches to solving the same problems, really. So it may be that one person has a minibus, another person has a community centre that they're volunteering at, another person might have a load of old people who are isolated. A little bit of money can help all of their projects, but actually getting together and realising that they can start to share their resources is where the real benefit comes. And then it's about getting people to practice standing up and speaking their voice and actually saying, this is what matters to me. And that's a skill. You've got to train people to facilitate that quite difficult thing of putting forward their ideas in front of their community, standing on a platform, speaking for 3 minutes. It's quite scary, but once you've done it and you get the applause, you realise that actually you're as good as anyone else.
Do you know what I think the main thing is? It opens up to people what's available in their community. I think small grants applications, or I suppose many grants application processes, are quite solitary. And so nobody really knows who's put in for a grant, nobody knows who's been successful unless there happens to be something on a website somewhere, or whereas this is very, very out there, you know, people are up there pitching. And it really surprised me in Maybole that a couple of people came forward who were well-known community representatives, very active in their community, and said to me, I had no idea all this was happening. So that's the bit, I think that's the huge sort of gift that it gives, as well as the fact that we're distributing relatively small grants. That in itself means that people can do a lot with that seed corn kind of money as well. But by and large, I think it's the networking that's the really important bit.
Yeah, and I was quite surprised the amount of people that I knew that were actually involved in places. And even since then, when some of the ones that I met there on that day in our community centre were terrific. I mean, we've never even spoke before, but now we sit and have a chat and, you know, see how things are coming. So, yeah, it's been good. It was a good event. There should be more of them. And I don't mean just for our point of view, but and maybe not even for money, but events like that bring people together is really good, and, you know, helping each other in the community. Yeah, it was excellent.
I think the key thing to remember is not just do it once, to actually reflect after you've done your first event. Think about what worked well, but also who might have missed being in that room, how you could add value to that process. So it's really about reflecting after you've done something and then designing another round, keep on doing it. The real benefits take time to come out, so don't just do it once, do it 3, do it 4, do it 5 times.